You're listening to Ambiance podcast. This is Dom Chronicles. Light one up. Get the shot. Get the fucking shot.
All right, so we got my man Dom Chronicles right now. It's his birthday, the birthday boy. We're gonna do a quick shot for the
Hey.
blessings that come.
Let's go.
He got that whiskey face. This is some good whiskey. I should shout them out, but I forgot what they're called. But it's some good shit. Man, Dom Chronicles, out of Kansas City, Missouri, a rapper, very talented musician in general. I see you're like really musically inclined, right? Because you play like a lot of instruments. It's not you don't just rap, right?
Well, no, I don't just rap, but I do produce. The instruments that I do play, I'm learning at the same time. So like, I feel like I can't play them good enough. You know,
Really?
What I'm saying? Yeah, like I can play, but I just have like a history in music, so
Really,
it's really easy for me to kind of like get some shit going like on production.
yeah, for sure. We're gonna get into the music in a little bit, but first I kind of want to just touch on like life. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on right now. It's a heavy time.
It's too much.
It's your birthday, and I feel like birthdays are just a time of reflection. You know what I mean? Like it's your birthday, and you just start thinking about all the past years, where you've been, where you're going. So where's your mind at right now? Like at this point in your life, how old are you?
I'm 30.
You're 30. Okay, so
Yeah.
at 30, what's the mindset for you right now?
My mindset is just abundance, really. Abundance. Really just trying to know who I want to be and be that already. You know,
Right.
that's really what I'm on. Like I'm really trying to, do things for, family matters a lot more.
Yeah.
And like, just stuff that you might not talk to people about that you're doing. Like just trying to like, my mind is on really just trying to build an empire of shit
Okay.
with some cities.
I can get behind that.
In my mind, that's what it is. That's how it's compartmentalized.
What are the like apartments in city? Are those like the community you're trying to build? Or?
Well, yeah, I mean, just through spirit for sure. Like I think everybody has like a tribe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to see who's either in my tribe or if I'm in theirs.
Okay. And that's like kind of referring to your fan base or just
yeah, fan base. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like people that just
Supporters.
fuck with me in general.
Yeah.
I feel like right now I'm in a spot where like everything's so up in the air that you kind of know where you want to go with what you're doing, but you have to learn how to evolve and adapt at the same time, and that's what we're all doing.
Yeah.
You got everybody switching up how they're doing their business, switching up how school's about to be. Like I think school should be like a little bit more interactive and might have a little bit more rest in between some of the things that they do. And,
Yeah.
whatever is going to change, everything's going to change throughout this whole process, and the process has begun.
Yeah. We're in it right
like,
now.
We're in it. So like all I can really do is know what I want and desire and do things to, one, manifest that, and then two, spread that knowledge, and then three, hope everybody else is doing the same thing and like really like, working behind what you're trying to do.
Yeah. It's such a time of adaptation for everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody's adapting.
Yeah, and in business too, you can't just like have like a big ass pop-up shop no more right now. You can't do that.
Shit.
Like you can't do that shit because just like by law, I'm like, nigga, you can't really do that.
Yeah. There's so much shit that we didn't realize we had that we kind of took for granted. You know what I mean? That's like it's the littlest. It's like the littlest shit that you start missing, bro.
You know what I'm saying? This is like the shit that I be talking about because it's all if you really think about it, bro, this is some real shit, bro.
Yeah.
For some real shit.
Yeah, hit me with it.
All this shit is metaphorical as fuck.
Go.
Like it's like, okay, like the coronavirus, like and all this shit right here.
Yeah.
It's like really just making us self-reflect and think about all the things that we took for granted in the first place.
Yeah, it's making you realize like what's important in life.
What's important in life.
Like you were saying, you're starting to realize.
If you're
like,
not, and if you don't evolve, if you're not going through these things and thinking about it like that, like I feel like that's the difference.
Okay.
You know, like if you're thinking about it like, oh, this shit ain't never gonna be right. Nah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got my stimulus check yet. Fucking and then still vote for Donald Trump. You're fucking crazy.
Insane. Bro, but his supporters will ride and die by his ass, bro.
His supporters ain't got their stimulus check shit.
They haven't got their stimulus check? That's facts, huh? It's crazy how he put his name on that shit, you know?
That's why they like there, because they want like the extra stimulus check.
Yeah, man. And he's about to give out another one, isn't he?
I hope so.
Yeah, you send out another one. I collect
like
it.
Free money.
Me too. It's like the stimulus check. What'd you do with your first one?
I saved it for a little bit.
You saved it for a little bit? Then what happened after you saved it? Where'd you spend it at?
What did I do with it? I got a GoPro.
Hey. A GoPro.
We got this idea to shoot a video. We just haven't done it.
I got you.
So we want to do it on the GoPro. So I got a GoPro. And they were doing that sale.
GoPro sale?
Yeah. I'm a bargain shopper.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not afraid to admit it.
That's how you get got? Like for the bargains, they get you?
No, I don't get got.
You don't get got by the bargains?
They get got.
They get, because you came up on the, you finessed them? Okay. Fair enough. So you're getting something that you were going to get anyways, but you're getting it for cheaper.
Yeah, but I'm getting it for cheaper.
I feel that.
I get it.
Yeah. Especially
I got that from my grandma.
What, being a bargain shopper?
My step grandma.
Was she doing like couponing?
She was a coupon.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a coupon.
That's, you gotta respect that.
Coupon grandma.
That's a whole different game, bro. The coupon game. Groupon came in and just fucked up the whole industry. You know?
But she don't even be on Groupon. She be on the ones in the motherfucking paper and shit. she be going to the store, bro, with a plastic bag, little Ziploc plastic bag, just full of them motherfucking for Dillons. Like she got them sectioned out for it. Like, remember when Dillons? Do you remember Dillons?
No, what's that?
You
I don't think we got Dillons. Is that like a grocery store?
Yeah, it's like a grocery store.
No,
it's
we
like
don't
Kroger.
got that out here, bro.
Kroger owned Dillons.
Kroger
bought
Kroger
Dillons.
owns a lot of shit, bro.
Yeah, Kroger bought Dillons.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Don't quote me on that. It seems like it, but
they probably did. They bought everybody.
But yeah, Dillons was tight, and I remember. Let me tell y'all a story about Dillon.
He plugging Dillon's heavy. I'm gonna need to check after this, Dylan. I'm about to send you
Dillon's on Santa Fe in Olathe. That's where I grew up.
Okay.
They had like movies in that motherfucker. Like, so, you know, like imagine like going to the grocery store and then you get like how there's a red box. There's like a whole section full of movies.
Oh, like a Blockbuster or something?
Yeah, it's like it's like, but they do rentals and shit. But it's not like as big as a Blockbuster. It's like way more low key. You know what I'm saying? Like you get like underground joints. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, so that's where we always used to go to get all the kung fu joints.
Kung fu joints.
All the kung fu movies, like the Once Upon a Time in China's. I like Jet Li kung fu movies. I don't know why. Yeah,
it's probably why.
I like Jet Li and Bruce Lee. I like Jackie Chan ones too, but I like to see the mystical shit. Like for some reason, I like to see the niggas flying.
Yeah. Were you ever in karate when you were a kid?
Yeah, I was in Taekwondo.
Me too. I was in karate for like 12 years, bro, and I hated it. But like, I think it built something in me. I think it made me disciplined and shit. You know?
I think so too.
You got to remember all those moves and like climb up the ranks to get your belts and shit. Yeah. I got close. I got to the brown belt, which is right before the black belt, and I just didn't get it. I feel like it's like a college degree. I want to go back at a brown belt and get my black belt.
But you still have to prove yourself as a brown belt. So
I know. But you can't just go back. Like it's been over 10 years. Like it's not like I can just go back
and like just
pick up. Like, yo, these are my credits. Like
it's like, hey, bro, like I got my black belt.
Yeah,
that's like nigga, that black belt.
Bro, I hang that right there. I hang that like in my fucking living room. But
to be honest with you, Taekwondo taught me so much about the basics of fighting. So like now it's like even as a kid, like coming up with the forms and stuff, like I feel like you still like, you know, stand a better chance than you like average person.
Yeah.
because of the reflexes. And
Facts.
The reflexes are a lot different.
Especially at a young age when you're building those skills, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then, like, some kid ever tries you at school, fuck them up.
Didn't happen.
Bro, somebody try me, I'd be throwing off these, like,
see, niggas would try me, but they would never execute.
What do you mean?
I had somebody, like, come up and act like they was about to hit me when my back was turned.
Oh, really?
I was doing something, and they never did it.
They never did it? They never got you. That's crazy.
They never did it. They were like, well, oh, you want to do this?
Did you guys have bodies back in KC? You know what that is?
Like niggas you done slept?
Nah. Well, it'd be like, you'd be like sitting in like class with one of your homies, and you say, yo, you want to go bodies? Like at break?
Yeah.
And then you just go in the bathroom and they just hit you, like slap the shit out of you. Yeah. That was crazy, bro. People used to be really like, yo, let's just fucking fight in the bathroom. Like, all right, shit.
See, I did that once in 2nd grade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My first time doing that was in 2nd grade. And it was my homie Hung.
Okay.
And I think he was a louse. Louse cat.
What does that mean?
Louse. It was Laotian.
What is that? You said Laotian? It sounds like a Pokemon.
No. Are you serious?
Yeah, what is it?
It's a country.
Laotian? How you say it?
No, it's like they're Laos people.
I don't know. I never heard of that before. I've never heard of that country in my life.
Hold on.
Yeah, no. We got Dom. It's his birthday, so he's getting the birthday text heavy right now. He's getting
no. I'm about to show you Laos people.
Oh, the Laos people on Google.
Yeah,
all right, he's
like
pull it
the
up.
country.
Laos. Hey, if you're tapped into this, comment below if you've ever heard of Laos. Laos, a country in Asia. Okay, he's not lying. It's Laos. Laos. Google it. The Southeast Asian country. I'm not gonna get into that.
High shit. It's some high shit.
Yeah. So
it's
Laos,
north of Thailand.
All right. What about Laos?
Well, okay. So the guy, I knew a bunch of Laotians at Laos, but he beat my ass in the bathroom.
Oh.
Cause I was like, oh yeah, let's fight. You know, on some like, oh, you know, kung fu and shit. I'm in Taekwondo.
Oh shit. The dude from Laos fucked you up?
I didn't watch movies.
Emulating.
And then you know what I'm saying? Like, so I tried, like, you know what I'm saying? We hit the stance. And this nigga hit me with the trip move, nigga. I was on, like, the ground in, like, 2 seconds.
He swept you?
Swept me, bro.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. 2nd grade. I'll never forget that day. In the bathroom.
That should just go to
Fairview Elementary School.
Shots out. Man.
I think it was the first English class. Mrs. Volker. That was her name.
Damn, he gave me the details out. He got receipts. You got a crazy.
Because when there's a day you never forget, you don't forget nothing.
Oh yeah, when the dude from Laos gave you that work, bro.
We're tight though, like we were tight.
Yeah, that should just go to show you don't fuck with somebody from Laos, bro. That
nigga was like 12 and had a car. He had a Honda Civic Si.
The fuck?
He was like 13. Like, nigga, what?
That's some Kansas City
How
shit, bro.
How are you driving?
That's crazy. All right, well, since we're on the topic of you in your adolescent years as a child, so coming from Kansas City, how was it for you kind of growing up, and when did you first discover a passion for music?
Kansas City for me, I was always in Kansas City, like, for weekends. I lived, like, outside of Kansas City. I grew up, like, in Olathe, Kansas.
It's called Olathe?
Olathe, Kansas.
Olathe, okay.
So, like, that's, like, 20 minutes.
Is it real country out there?
Kind of. It wasn't, like, country. It was, like, under development. Right. It's, like, where everybody wanted to move.
Okay.
You know, for some reason. Like, my mom wanted to move there. And she's from Wyandotte. So, Kansas City, Kansas. So, she wanted to move there for some reason. But we were in Olathe, Kansas. And for me, when I discovered music, it was me, like, listening to whatever my parents listened to.
Okay.
You know, and kind of, like, maybe asking them what it was. stuff like that. My dad had like a dope CD collection.
He did?
Mm-hmm. And I was in orchestra.
At what age?
I was in orchestra. I was 11.
So
Fifth grade.
Is that the shit that like? No, that's the opera. I was thinking of like.
I played violin.
Oh, you played the violin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you still play it?
I'm kind of rusty.
That shit's hard. I think I respect violin players. They get off, bro.
The hardest thing about violin is the bow. Holding the bow.
Yeah, I think.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, that's true. You gotta have a certain
Like,
stroke with it too,
like,
huh?
Yeah.
Give it a certain amount of force.
Like it. When I play it, it takes me a few days to get the bow.
Really?
Yeah, like I can do all the notes. It's the bowing.
Damn.
I can read the music and do the shit, but it's just operating my right hand
in a certain
smoothly
way.
In a certain way.
That's a different type
to
of
where
art.
it makes the sound that you want it to make. That's what's different about playing violin.
That's crazy.
It's like you're doing two things. You're not blowing into something or anything. Like, not to talk down on like, you know, brass or nothing, because that shit's hard as fuck too, because you got to blow in it a certain way for it to sound a certain way,
like a flute.
know? But you know, just the bow itself, you know, like holding the bow itself is like crucial. Like your bow, like how you hold it, you know, and like, like I don't know, like it's hard to explain.
Bro, I feel like if I was a producer, I would want to put hella violins in my shit. Like, I feel like violins sound so good. I think more people should use that in their music.
Like, I fiddle with the sounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, violins are so hard. Like, I like going to like little jazz nights and shit, and chilling in the bar and just like getting like a drink or something. Like I'm 60.
It's like niggas just going off.
Bro,
like, and I just sit there and contemplate and watch them. Like, do I play violin really?
Yeah, and it's different.
This nigga's cold,
bro.
Like,
right? Yeah, and the thing is too, it's like, you know how if you go to a concert nowadays, just like a modern day like hip hop concert or whatever else concert, and like you just there and you gotta like bob your head, there's people around you hitting you and shit, and I like that at times, don't get me wrong, but it's like when you're in one of those like jazz bars, you're just sitting there like just enjoying and studying like what they're doing, you know what I mean? It's a different type of like,
it's a different thing.
Yeah, man, I fuck with it though. I love it.
You can use your mind a different way, you know, to where it's pleasant.
Facts. So all right, you picked up the violin when you were a kid and you started learning that. How did you transition into hip hop, and who influenced that?
My stepdad's CD collection, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Need for Speed Underground 2.
Just the soundtracks of them?
Yeah, like, you know, and like fucking my friends down the street listened to Ramones and AC/DC, and I was a skater, so I like picked up Nirvana and like, you know, fucking Pink Floyd and shit. Hell like, I love Pink Floyd, but I also love like Kid Cudi, Currency.
So you got a wide
wide range of shit.
Me too.
I like K Tronada a lot.
Bro, I love K Tronada. One of my favorites.
And it's because he uses FL too.
Yeah, he does use FL. I had his brother Lou on here.
This is what you can do with this motherfucker.
I had his brother Lou on here like a few months ago, right before COVID hit.
Really?
Yeah, and he told me the story about how him and K like got into music, bro. They be playing the fucking like, they be taking cuts from like the games and shit on the computer and like make beats from it, and like, bro, it's crazy. Like they started from just like weird computer sounds and ended up becoming to like what they are now. Is crazy. K's a beast, bro.
Yeah,
gonna be go down as one of the best of our generation.
Yeah, most definitely. And like, you know, for me, I always grew up around a keyboard. I always grew up around video games. I always grew up around like, to where the point to where it's like, I know if I were to make music, I know exactly what it sound like. Okay. Almost in a way, you know what I'm saying? And I'd have to get to that level, you know what I'm saying? So like when I was in high school, we had like a little small rap group, CIOT.
What's that sound for?
Crowned in O-Town.
Crowned in O-Town. What's that? How'd you come up with that?
We were from Olathe, and we called it O-Town.
Okay, O-Town.
So it's like Crowned in O-Town. Throw up the CO.
I feel it. Hey, throw it up.
Yeah.
Shouts out.
That was like my first introduction to actually trying to be a rapper and like recording on Audacity.
How old were you?
Like maybe like 16.
16, damn. So, what is that? You're probably like a sophomore, junior in high school,
junior high school.
and you start that rap group. How long did you do that for?
I mean, I was just like on a couple songs and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
just fucking around.
just fucking around.
Mm.
When I was in college, I would like freestyle in my dorm. Not really freestyle, but like read writtens to like different beats and shit.
Did you ever want to do anything else, like besides music? Because I feel like back then you were just kind of like
I was in music education for college. That's where I
Oh, you wanted to teach it?
Yeah, I wanted to teach it. But then I was like, no, I don't want to teach this shit. Because you got to learn like everything.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
You got to learn like the basic of every single instrument, which would have been dope. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a reality and a pathway in my life. And, you know, and I feel like I've experienced that in dreams, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Like, you know, that life, you know, where I'm just like fucking Mozart or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Where I just like stayed in school at a Catholic school and played violin and keyboard and percussion instruments and really played it for like 4 years and really got my degree and shit. Like, but I didn't do that.
Yeah, facts.
You know, I came home.
You came home. So I want to talk about both the rap and instruments because I feel like there's usually a huge learning gap or like learning period that you have to go through when trying to learn a new instrument. Did you have any part of those kind of like, did you have any, like, how do they say it, like a learning
like a learning curve to learn
stuff? There you go.
I mean, like there's always it's a long ass curve too. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
frustrating,
I'm still
right?
learning. I'm ass. You know what I'm saying? At like the instruments I want to learn, you know what I'm saying? To me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm butt cheeks. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, I just started, you know what I mean? Like to me, like I just started compared to like be like, yeah, man, I'm 30. I've been playing for 15 years. And I'm like, man, like I'm like maybe like 2 years in. I'm really trying to like pick up an instrument and try to learn it. And, you know, I still haven't gotten lessons. Like I want to get lessons and shit, you know?
You got YouTube, bro. YouTube
yeah,
lesson.
I need a person.
Somebody there hands on.
I don't care about I don't have the attention span for it.
Okay, everybody learns different, man. That's wild, bro. Like, I think music is one of the dopest passions and hobbies that you can have because you can do it until you're like 70 or 80. Like if you're into sports or like you play sports, like you're done by like 40 at the latest. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you become a commentator or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like someone on SportsCenter.
Exactly, bro. Or like there's interests that fade out, but if you notice like anybody who's like a real music lover, they die a musician. Like they just get into like a different type of sound. You know what I mean? You seen it with like Snoop Dogg. He's going through phases and shit.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to be like 45 and pop off on some shit. Nigga, like I'd be like, oh damn, this nigga popped off when he was 32, 30 years old on some rap shit. Now when he's like 46, this nigga done popped off on some soul fucking like,
yeah,
you know, Earth, Wind and Fire sounding type shit. Like, you know, that's what I want to do. Like with music, like I just want to constantly evolve as I grow. You know, like in whatever music I learn how to make or start making or what I change. You know, like. I don't want nothing to sound the same.
Yeah, because you're always growing, so your music's gonna grow with you. You see it with like every artist. Like Lil Wayne had a little rock phase. Yeah. Snoop Dogg had a little reggae phase that he went through. You know what I mean? Like every artist eventually does something else.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to stay the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point of like being, you know, a creative is to constantly try to like, you know, raise the bar.
Do you think that, and I feel like you're gonna have a good perspective on this since you are a artist and a rapper, does it get annoying if like fans are like, yo, I miss your old shit, you know what I mean? They're always like hating on your new shit.
Nobody says that to me.
Okay, but wouldn't that be annoying to you?
No,
it wouldn't.
I'd be like, me too. I be listening to that shit all the time. Like, I be like, damn, like, I was that nigga.
Yeah. Bro,
you know, to the point to where somebody's saying that to me, that means, like, that was, like, you know, to highlight the people's lives and shit. I would take it as, like, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. I think that like
Shit,
a lot
I miss
of
the old me too. Shit, nigga, I was killing it. Nigga. Like,
really.
you know, like no, but I'm not saying like now. But like if somebody were to like say I was Jay-Z and somebody's like, bro, like I miss Reese. Where's the blueprint? Like nigga, I was killing it during the blueprint.
Yeah. Take it as a compliment.
You know what I'm saying? Like damn, nigga, I was doing everything under the sun. Like now I
Facts.
done did it all. Now shit, fuck, I don't feel like that no more.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like for me, it's like it's what people resonate with. That's how I think about music. It's like, if you ever notice, like with music, it's like an energy frequency. So it's like as long as you match a frequency in your own way, organically, then the shit's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me, it's like I'm just gonna I just keep doing me. You know what I'm saying? Until then, and I know like the energy, you know. There's going to be multiple X's. There's been multiple X's throughout this whole time where it's like, oh, shit, like, this good shit is happening. Like, I'm here right now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you. Like, you know, that's how I think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here right now on my own.
In L.A.
Whatever, doing whatever I want.
That's
hanging out with my friends and shit.
You got to love it, bro. People. You can't do much better than that.
And working.
And working too, yeah. Making a name for yourself, building your legacy.
Exactly.
But your music, bro, like I really like your style. You know what I mean? And how would you explain your kind of style of music to somebody who's watching right now who may not know who you are? Because I feel like you really like conscious rap. You know what I mean? Like you sit and listen. When I listen to your music, I'm like listening to what you're saying and shit, and it sounds like smooth. It's coming out nice, like, you know what I mean?
Man, I just think of myself as like, I don't even know how to explain it. You know, I channel through the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like whatever I say, like, really comes from, you know, how I think and how I feel and shit. You know, so I try to be like relatable, but at the same time, like, I'm, you know, I don't want to be for the weak neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, you gonna.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I like rap. So, like, I like riddles and metaphors and, like, how it's put together and, like, you know what I'm saying, the complications behind the flow and, like, maybe, like, it being maybe a little bit hard to follow, but, like, if you really want to listen to it and listen to what the fuck niggas be saying, you know what I'm saying, then you'll understand who I am and stuff. So, it's, like, it's really, like, you know, however it comes out, that's what I leave it like.
Okay.
Like, I don't, like, try to be like, oh, well, you know, or some people be like, man, it's really hard to follow this part. No. I'm like, well, shit, like, listen to it again, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Give me another 0.38 cents. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
them streaming dollars. Give them some more. Yeah, no, I feel because I feel like there's different artists.
You know, like
that
I can only make what I project.
Okay.
And like who I am and shit. Like, I don't try to like fit nothing. Like, that's my thing. Like, you know, and some people always give me shit. Like, people give me shit about that, or like I got people that are like, oh, you need to make this type of joint. If it was like this, I'd like it more. And like, all right, cool. Like, just vibe, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least, you know, you don't have to be a yes man or nothing, but it's like, you know, I'm not gonna change artistically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I only know what I like, you know, and what I feel comfortable with.
And what it's like, whatever you're going through at that moment.
And whatever I'm going through at the moment, like, you know, like, and that's just what it is. And I feel like that's what art always should be, even if it's terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, have you ever seen those things that's so terrible, it's so good? You know what I'm saying?
It's so terrible,
like
it's so
Soulja
good.
Boy.
Okay. That's a good example.
You know
yeah, that's a great example.
Like,
it's just like
the first, like, I remember when the first Soulja Boy up in this hoe. I remember listening to the first mix of that, not like on some personal shit, but just because we got a hold of the mixtapes and shit.
Oh yeah,
on LimeWire and
LimeWire,
shit back in
bro.
the day. So
Napster.
I was listening to that shit. I remember like Pimp slapped that hoe. Remember that? You all remember that?
Bro, he's look at him. He's being an old head. You don't know nothing about that right there, bro. Nah, those were different days, bro.
Yeah,
like,
those were different.
The white glasses on, the dance. Had all the
shit,
kids.
you know, the hyphy glasses. glasses and like
Man, the dances we had back then, the cat
nigga
daddy
was
shit.
rocking Bapes and shit. Like I'm like,
Bro, we
yo.
would have killed it on the TikToks back then, bro.
I got
Imagine
me some
everybody.
bathing apes. You can't tell me I got me some bathing apes. Don't slap my nigga. Like yo, you can't just boom, boom, boom.
But you know how like kids nowadays are making dances to songs,
Yeah.
and TikTok goes crazy about it. Imagine if we were doing that with
Back
the
then.
crank that and the
With
cat daddy.
Oh my god, and the Dougie.
Bro, we would. Everybody would have been hitting on the
We would have been
TikTok.
on it. The Batman.
Bro.
And you saw videos of it and you're like, man, how'd they do that? My phone can't do that.
Nah, that's facts, man. It was a different time back then. But yeah, kicking it back to your style, I feel like different rappers have like some of them are like lifestyle rappers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I like too, because there's like a lot, like for example, like Dom Kennedy, like he just raps about his lifestyle living in Cali, living in Lamar Park, you know what I mean? So I feel like if you had to describe your style, what would you say it is?
Man, like I would say it's lifestyle and
Lifestyle,
like
okay.
that's I mean if you like, you know, want to categorize, yeah, I'm lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Like I only talk about shit I know about, shit I done experienced,
Yeah,
shit I think about, shit other people think about that I've heard,
got you.
shit that I've seen,
Shit you've seen.
you know what I'm
What's
saying?
your most recent
Shit
track?
I want to see, because when you put it in a track, it really be happening. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you mean like manifestation?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking into
Well, I mean,
existence.
for me,
No, I like that. That's a big thing. Tamika Murphy, this girl I had on the last podcast, she talked heavily about manifestation.
yeah,
Manifesting
but the shit's
shit.
getting like mad commercialized.
What do you
know
mean?
I'm saying like you got like there's a difference between like I understand like getting the knowledge out there and how you doing, but as long as it's authentic, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm
feel
sitting
it.
here drinking a Modelo, just like this is what I want. That's what I base my life on, you know what I'm saying, in a way. Like, not totally manifestations, but it's like, you know, the work you put behind it, and also, like, kind of like, you know, actually thinking about cause and effect and, like, the energy that comes back around and shit like that, you know. It's not just some fucking, like, oh, I want this to happen, and then you just don't do shit, you know. So, like, I just know, you know, that's what I want to like let people know too, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just not like it doesn't give you a reason to like procrastinate or like
Yeah. Man,
do shit we all do every now and then anyway.
yeah, I hear you there.
Yeah, you know.
You're pretty into like meditation, right? And energy.
Yeah.
And I saw on your, what was your most recent track? The music video in there, you're just meditating.
Hold it down.
Hold it down, yeah. And I had to hold it down. That song's hard. I fuck with it. But yeah, like it seems like you're really into like meditating.
I'm into it my own way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That means
Talk
like,
about it.
Like it's like, yeah, I meditate. Say I'll meditate for like 2 weeks straight. But then I'll fuck around and then not meditate for 3 days.
I got you.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm a human being. You know, and that's what I am. That's what I want to be. And I want to be like a human being, but also like, you know, trying to do what I know is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like what's divine to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like really like trying to, you know, tell people that and like hang out with people and let them know that. And like that's what I put in my music. And that's, you know, I feel like whatever you want to be, that's what you're going to be.
I feel like that track specifically had kind of the things that are like important to you as far as like the scenes it had, like you meditating, had you in your music, had you in your car, had you and your friends and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's people what it I trust.
Like. Yeah. Those are the things that are like important to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's more important than anything else. And I feel like when you build around that, that's when everything, you know what I'm saying, like comes to light and everything works out the way it's supposed to, because the shit that's the most important is the things closest to you. You know what I'm saying? It's your own energy, you know what I'm saying? Like who you spend most of your time with, you know, and like fucking what you keep around you, who you keep around you, you know, the things that you do as a person, like, you know, and like how you care about your things that you have, and like you realize that they're just things, but I want them to last.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I like it when the energy is clear in here, so the crib is clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? On some real, like, nigga shit. Like, you know, just like, you know, just thinking about those types of things. It's like you care about your surroundings.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it affects you, like, heavily.
Yeah.
In any capacity, bro.
And that's what lifestyle rap is based off of, is your surroundings. So I just rap about my fucking surroundings.
Yeah, can you just like sometimes you think of like, what if I grew up in like North Dakota? Like, what would I be rapping about? You know, like what
shit, fucking. I just think of snow.
Yeah, farms, open road, and snow.
Very good, very nice country roads to drive.
Yeah, it's a different type of life out there, bro.
Yeah.
But you have a new project coming out, right?
Yeah.
And what is it? What is it about? What is it going to be called? If you can talk about that.
It's called Let's Go Outside.
Really? Oh, it's perfect for these times when we're inside. That's a great name. Where did that come from?
It was just one of those like, you know, one of those moments, you know what I'm saying, where you're just kind of like just thinking, like, not necessarily thinking of the album name, but like just you're just on some other shit, you know what I'm saying, and you're just like, I was doing a graphic for something. I don't remember what the graphic was, but I just thought of that for some reason. I don't know why.
I mean, it resonates because
I can think. I like thinking of album names before they even come out.
Before you even start making albums.
Yeah,
I feel that. Being in like Kansas City, do you think that has like an impact on who you are? Like, how is it in Kansas City? Because I never met anybody from Kansas City.
Man, it's such a melting pot of everything, and there's so many talented people there.
Yeah, it's crazy that I feel like people from other states don't really notice. You know what I mean?
Oh, they gonna notice.
They're going to, yeah. But I feel like you being from there, you notice so many talented people, and a lot of us like aren't aware of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we're all friends.
That's dope.
You know, we're all cool.
It's like a tight knit community.
Each other. We just seen each other. Yeah, it's real tight knit, man. It's real tight knit. In a way, it's like loosely tight knit. But it's what's crazy is that all that's changing. What's crazy is that they're sending like FBI agents here. You know,
for what?
Unsolved murders. They're sending like 100, like, you know, I think it was 100 FBI federal agents there.
What?
Operation Legend.
Operation Legend?
Yeah.
Fuck. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
I wonder why Kansas City for that.
I don't know. I feel like we're the testing ground for a lot of stuff.
Shit, you guys
5G, fiber.
Fiber?
We had Google Fiber like before anybody.
Oh, really? It was like a pilot thing.
It was
over
like
there?
a pilot thing there.
That's
people,
crazy.
to where niggas got it for free.
They're just trying shit out in Kansas City.
Yeah.
That's wild. You guys are popping right now. You just signed Patrick Mahomes.
We didn't just sign him. We just re-signed.
Re-signed him, extended.
Renegotiated.
Give him that
and
extension.
extended.
Bro, what was that? 500 mil.
I hope
plus.
he like aids in world hunger. Because if I had $500 million, like, I would try to feed countries.
Yeah, he's gonna have so much money he don't know what to do with it.
Over 10 years, I think. It was like 13.
Yeah, over 10 years. So that's like 50 mil a year.
50 million.
There's a lot of like stuff in the contract. Like some of them
Can't
are
even
incentives.
think about that, bro. And that's not even including endorsements.
Yeah, it's not even including his sponsors and shit. That's crazy. But he deserves it. He's the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, he is.
He is. I remember he's only been in the league for what, like 2 years? I remember the year before he popped off and started, I was playing fantasy football for the first time, and I accidentally chose Patrick Mahomes because I was on the app, and I selected him, and I was like, oh, who the fuck is this? He has like a crazy season. I was just like, yes. Fuck yeah. Bro, I fuck with Patrick Mahomes.
I never got into fantasy sports, bro.
Don't do it, bro. You be stressing on every Sunday. You start rooting for like you got a team. You start rooting against them because you need these players to like perform well. I don't recommend it, bro. I don't at all. But yeah, talk a little bit about the culture of Kansas City, because you said
Kansas City's really dope because there was always a way for like, it's so tight knit that there's always a way for artists to kind of get their shit off and kind of see like the kind of fan base they can grow, you know what I'm saying, and like expand upon. Kansas City has a really dope music scene. There's a lot of dope artists from there that are like, you know, doing dope shit. There's a lot of people. There's some artists that moved there that are doing cool shit, you know, and it's kind of like I feel like it's an attainable place, you know what I'm saying? Like for us, like it's like, it kind of sucks sometimes because we're from there and we be there and we see everything that goes on in the news and the protests. And like I was at a few protests, you know, where, you know, we were on the front of Reddit for, you know, police officers spraying mace on a nigga, not doing nothing.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, or like, you know, that went viral, but, you know, for some reason, none of our artists can go viral, you know, and I've been thinking about that, and like, I'm like, how can we like figure this out, bro? Because
you gotta be the first one.
I mean, it's not even about that. Like, it's about like, you know, trying to do the best you can and know and figure it out too, you know what I'm saying? So you can like pass the knowledge on to other people too, you know, whether you're the first or not. You know, even if I'm the third, it's like I still can give some, you know, I might, you know, help with the fourth, you know, and that's the whole point of it all, you know, and I feel like that's the whole point of being human, is to like, you know, try to help others expand as well. And I think LA's a great place to do that. Kansas City's a great place to do that. You know, you really get a lot of people that are like learning and trying to figure it out too. You know, so it's like you can actually like you can help people, you know what I'm saying? If you have the means to record somebody, it's like you almost just want to, you know?
Yeah, because if they see somebody from their own town doing it, it makes them.
It's like, yo, I fuck with this. Like, oh, how much I gotta pay you? Hey, don't worry about that right now. Let's just try to figure out how to make this shit dope. Because, you know, and that's how I work with people, you know? Like, I want to, like, make sure, like, you know, especially people I'm really digging, you know what I'm saying? Or people that I'm really, like, vibing with that I feel like are part of my tribe, you know, or, like, the tribe. You know, I just want to, like, you know, put in that energy wherever I feel like is needed.
Could you tell, like, right off the bat if you're gonna like make a connection with somebody?
I could tell, like, maybe, like, first couple hours.
Really?
Is that right off the bat? Is right off the bat, like, right there?
I guess that's up for interpretation on what you think right off the bat is.
No, because I'm just a person that never takes my right off the bat.
Okay.
At all. Like, I'm an analyzer, so like I like to, you know.
I was gonna ask you that too. What, like, in situations where there's a lot of people, are you more like trying to talk to everybody, or are you kind of like more like just observing?
I'm just trying to be me, you know. If that's I don't know if you know, if I'm an introvert or extrovert or not.
Yeah,
I can't tell.
Just different.
I have times when I'm both, you know, or I have times where I'm one or the other, and I just feel like it's based on the situation.
Yeah, that's true, man, because I feel like there's nothing like being around the right people, because the people that you're around bring out different parts of you too. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
There's nothing like being around a group of people where you don't have to think about what you say or like watch what you say. You ever been around somebody where it's just like you can't say certain things or something, or you know what I mean?
I would hate that.
Yeah. I mean, people get put in those situations, but like I love being around those people where I don't have to like think about what I'm saying or just like think twice before I say some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm all about, and I fucking love being around those people. You know?
Yeah, that's the whole point. Find people that you connect with and you're on the same vibration and wavelength.
Exactly, bro. Who influenced you when you were a kid? When you were like getting into hip hop?
When I was getting into hip hop, I had Snoop Dogg.
Have to have Snoop Dogg.
I don't know why I can't think. Doggy Style. I had a Beastie Boys CD. I can't remember which Beastie Boys CD was. It was white though.
It was white.
Mm-hmm. And then I also listened to a lot of TLC because of my mom.
Should we get off the 2 Live Crew?
You know, I just, I don't know. Like, it's just everything. I don't know. Everything I listen to.
Who you into like nowadays?
Nowadays, I mean, I always listen to Currency.
Really? You played at one of his shows, huh?
2 of his shows.
How was that? Talk about that experience. That's somebody you look up to, and you ended up getting to open up for them.
They approved my stuff, and I opened. You know, I've met a couple of them a couple times.
Yeah.
I was going from there. Back then, I didn't have anything, I feel like, to build enough off of, you know. Like, I felt like I was getting the gig, and I was doing it, and that was my shit, you know what I'm saying? But I still didn't have, like, I don't know, I felt like I was, like, missing something, like, you know, that I've definitely, like, you know, always, like, to me, I'm always, like, you know, reanalyzing my old shit, and I'm like, yo, like, man, if I'd had this then, it would have been a little bit different. But it's also just me developing as a person, and you can't, like, really, like, you know, go back and change anything. But it's like, if it didn't happen how it happened, I wouldn't be who I am today, and I'm grateful for that.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I feel like there's been, you know, I've interacted with them, and everything was cool. I killed the show. That's what matters the most. Always killed the show.
Yeah.
You know, the second time I opened up for him, I couldn't watch him.
Why not?
It's too crowded.
Oh, it's too crazy?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I fuck with Currency, man, heavy. I love, like, the type of vibe he puts on during his shows. Everybody smoking.
It was so, bro. When I tell you that niggas was high. It was high. I was high and hot.
What's your favorite album from him? Or mixtape? Which Pilot Talk? It has to be one of the Pilot Talks.
The one that resonates with me the most is Pilot Talk 1.
Okay.
The one that I like the most sound-wise is Pilot Talk 2.
Bro, Currency has hitters, bro. He got...
Then I like Covert Coupe.
Bro, I get put on Airborne Aquarium.
Airborne Aquarium's it. That's it.
Bro, I'm about to go listen to that after this. Airborne Aquarium that goes crazy. Famous, Michael Knight.
Yeah, Michael Knight, man.
Bro.
Michael Knight's one of them ones. That shit, he had the vet and shit. And I was like, man, and I had my Acura Legend at the time. I'm like, yeah, this is my shit.
Bro,
like,
he makes rider music, like riding around music.
I used to listen to that. I had this 93 Acura Legend LS Coupe. They're rare as fuck.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't get them now. Like, you can get them, but, like, whoever has them don't want to let go of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I want another one. I want to get one. But you can't really tune them or nothing. They're just kind of how they are.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But I had that. I was listening to Airborne Aquarium. You know what I'm saying? Just listening to anything I could at the time. That was still CDs.
Yeah, what CDs?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you would still rock the CD. Like, not everybody had the Bluetooth or the aux.
I'd get all his music from DatPiff. All the time.
That's where Verde Terrace and shit is all that.
Yeah.
You know, all the tapes, you know?
Yeah. But that's dope that you got to play for him, you know what I mean? Like, open up for him because you looked up to him so much. Your last show out here was 143, right?
February. No, it was February. It was out in Long Beach.
It was in Long Beach?
Yeah, I did a show out in Long Beach.
Okay.
And then I did 143 before that.
That was in December or November?
It was November.
Okay. Do you... Oh, yeah, because it's THX for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I remember that. Do you miss playing shows? It's been so long, right?
Fucking much, dude. Bro.
Yeah.
When I tell you I miss playing shows, I miss not even just playing shows, but orchestrating, theming them, creating flyers, and like, you know, being like, yeah, there's about to be a lot of motherfuckers at this motherfucker. Yeah. While I had a show, and then the coronavirus hit.
It got canceled.
Yeah, I canceled it, bro, because I'm not trying to be them niggas.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know, go against the grain a little too hard, you know what I'm saying? It might end you. For sure.
Might end you real
might
quick.
end your shit.
Facts.
You know, and I just felt like, yo, that wasn't the thing to do, so we canceled it. Because that was about to be popping.
I noticed that you do that theme because for 143 THX, you and West,
did 1027.
Yeah, and you had the suits on.
Mm-hmm.
You're full suited. I was not
booty.
expecting that. I was like, wow.
I miss wearing that motherfucker too. Now I ain't got nowhere to wear that motherfucker too. Now, if a nigga see me in a suit, and be like, nigga, where is this nigga going? I know it ain't to work.
Yeah, there's no reason to really get dressed up right now.
No.
There's not much going on. How are things in Kansas City with like both the COVID thing and then also the fight against racial injustices?
The COVID thing, Kansas City just acts like ain't shit real half the time and just be out here.
Is shit open, like restaurants?
Shit's open, but it's like you gotta wear a mask to get in, but then once you get in, you don't have to wear a mask, which is cool, like all that shit, but it's like, I don't want to go to the club right now. At least y'all clubs is closed, except a few. I've seen a few open.
Really?
Seen a few bars open, some spots.
What?
A nigga with a Lambo, all kinds of shit posted out front.
That's some
like hella
underground
people. Shit. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's like downtown somewhere. I was like, oh shit, what's going on here? But I'm like, COVID central.
Nah, but it's really strict out here.
Yeah.
Most restaurants are closed. It's back to lockdown mode. What about the
racial injustice and shit, like the protests? I think it's great. Like everybody's making the right move. Everybody's like creating, you know, they might be creating their organization, and I'm like more than willing to like, you know, always like figure out what I can do to help anybody that's creating something out there when it comes to that. And definitely, you know, it's had its ups and downs, but I feel like ultimately we're on the right track. But at the same time, I feel like sending the FBI niggas here to KC.
To KC?
It's some fuck shit.
Why?
Because it's just like extra as fuck. You know, like why now? You know?
Yeah.
Why not last year? I
Probably,
mean, we're 40% more than last year, but still last year was really bad.
It's probably because of the video that came out. You know what I mean? As soon as people see that, then
yeah. Did you see the video of them holding the dude's nose?
Nah.
Shut?
Nah. What happened?
They held a nigga's nose shut.
When that came out? Bless you.
Ah, shit, allergies. Not coronavirus.
Bro, you sneeze on people today.
Yeah,
they can
like,
give you dirty looks.
Shit. Fuck.
I see people run away like.
Oh, shit. But out there, you'll walk around and people not having masks on. Like, I wear my mask in public places.
Yeah, me too.
You know, if I'm around somebody I like trust and shit, like I don't necessarily wear it, especially when I'm doing this. Like,
you can't.
And I want to be able to project and you hear my full energy. But you know, if I go into I wish I had Quick Trip out here. Let me sit here and say this right now, LA. I wish I had Quick Trip, but that don't mean y'all need to go get Quick Trip.
What is it?
Quick Trip is amazing.
What is
it's
it?
It's a gas station / anything you need in that motherfucker / you can get taquitos, nigga. You can get a pizza. You can get fucking grilled cheese shit, nigga. You can get BLTs, nigga. You can get like fucking wraps, Southwest chicken wraps. You can get you got every kind of fountain drink that you can think of, and motherfucking slushies, and motherfucking smoothies, okay, nigga,
Damn.
and coffee, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
There's just a bunch of them on all the corners.
Man, there's a lot of Quick Trips. I love Quick Trip.
Sound
Quick
like
Trip's my
a
shit.
like a 7-Eleven on steroids or something like that.
That's more than steroids. And they got free air, my nigga.
Free air?
Free air for your tire, nigga.
Oh, okay. That's clutch.
That's clutch.
That's smart by them because it's like you're not just gonna fill your air up. You're gonna go in and
You're
get
gonna-
something.
yeah,
You're gonna get a grilled cheese. Like
That's their thing. Free air.
that's smart marketing by them, man. That's crazy.
They in there. They wearing mask. You know what I'm saying? They ask you if you want a bag.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
bro. In the beginning of this shit, I remember I was pretty scared. I was a little fearful about this whole COVID shit. And I still am. I'm cautious, but I think when the protests first happened, because I live right here in downtown LA, like the protests were literally like right outside my door and everywhere around these blocks. So when I was protesting with like hundreds of people around me, I didn't like nobody was really thinking about whether or not you're gonna catch the COVID. Everybody's just protesting. And then after I thought about it, I was like, yo, I was just basically at like a music festival type of like crowd, you know what I mean, with that many people in a small like place. So nothing happened to me. Like I can be around like a few friends, you know what I mean, just like close friends that I know.
Yeah, that's how I think about it too. And like for me, I just try to minimize my chances because I know that what I want to do in the world requires me to be talking and being around people. So like I've just accepted it, and the one thing I can do is minimize my chances to where like if you know, say I'm in LA, the only reason I'm seeing you is because you're a really close friend, or like you know it's you, like we're working and we're becoming close friends, like you know what I'm saying, like
facts.
You know that's just like, you know, that's what I think about.
Like who you surround yourself with at this time.
All the time, you know. And I feel like the COVID forces you on some metaphorical shit to think about who you surround yourself with.
Go, bro. What do you mean by that?
Like, I feel like this shit just makes you think twice about, like, who you hang out with and who you are around and shit. Like, what we gonna do when we can... I don't really need to, like, one, risk my life or somebody else's life. And then two, like... Man, I don't need to go out to eat. I got all this shit at home. I got Brussels sprouts and chicken.
So you don't overbuy food either.
I don't overbuy food, no.
See, that's really intuitive, bro. Like, I didn't think about that because it really does make you think about who you're surrounding yourself with.
But that's just the food thing. Like, that's just food. But it's just like it comes down to like, you know, is this person really? Is somebody really like helping me build?
Yeah.
Or is it somebody I like, you know, want to be around when I want to bullshit?
Or is this even necessary?
Or is it necessary?
Yeah.
You know?
That's true. And even when COVID is over, if it ends and when it ends, it's going to be like, yo, we're kind of changed. We're like,
hey, I'm a different guy now.
Yo, 100%.
Hey, man, since... pre-COVID, that's what we're gonna start saying after COVID happened. Like
it's gonna be like, you know, there was
it's gonna be like a crazy history thing.
It's gonna be like, you know, there's BC, like before Christ, after
pre-COVID.
It's gonna be a PC
COVID,
AC.
Before COVID.
Next year's about to be one AC, bro. One after COVID.
Oh, and that's still BC.
Oh.
Yo, fuck.
That's heavy.
Yo,
that's heavy. That's heavy, bro.
Synchronicities.
That's crazy. I said P though, not B, but it is BC.
Yeah,
BC,
it's like before COVID. If you say before COVID.
Before COVID and after. That's crazy, bro. History just repeating itself.
Literally, bro, in the most subtle ways.
But
if
not.
you really think about it, it's always the most subtle ways. It's not like the same as it's gonna be 10,000 years previous to this, or like 5,000 years previous to this, and how they interpret it and how they do it, because the technology's different. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
How we do it is different.
Just thinking about that makes me think about how short our life is in comparison to how long
the everything else is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
tens and
nigga.
millions of years.
We're lucky to hit 100.
That's crazy.
You're damn lucky.
How
I don't want to hit 100 though.
You don't want to hit 100?
Nah. Unless I was like this.
You're not gonna be like that. You're gonna be old as fuck.
Hit that immortal card, like.
Yeah, shit. We young though. It's your birthday though.
I'm grateful.
You're grateful for it.
Yeah.
30 is a milestone year, right? Like it's at different. If you think about it like that.
To me, yeah, but like, there's so much more to do.
Yeah.
Feels like before 30 was like this year where you're like, oh, I'm gonna have everything figured out. I'm gonna have my house with the picket fence, and
the wife and kids, and
the wife and the kids and the fucking job.
It kind of scares me.
I love it. No, I never wanted that shit.
That's scary, bro.
So
when
on this like constant
that.
journey of like, all of just going through like the shit to find just to be on my path.
Yeah, and it seems like you're accepting of the life you have too, right? Like
I love my life.
Yeah, me too.
I'm grateful.
Mm-hmm.
I love my shit, bro. Like I love my life, my friends around me, my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like I love the music I make. Like I love like almost everything around me. I don't love the grand scheme because I'm sensitive.
Okay.
And I dig deep into things and like read into them a little bit differently than a lot of people, and like it makes me actually feel, you know what I mean? Like I can like, like you ever just see something happen on your phone and you just kind of tear up and cry, bro?
What do you mean?
Like you just like see the shit and cry.
I haven't had that happen to me yet.
I've had that happen to me like a lot of times.
Because of like something
just of
that
shit
happens?
That's happened.
Really?
Recently, and like of like, but it stopped.
It stopped?
And that's where it's fucked.
Why?
Because we shouldn't see it. We
shouldn't see the shit that comes up on the phone?
We shouldn't see like half the shit that be happening, bro, because it's not supposed to fucking happen.
Yeah.
Dude, you want to know some deep ass shit, bro?
Hit me with it.
I feel like we had this reality. Right? That we were all on the path to as a society, as a human race.
Okay.
Something came through and fucked it up.
At what point, though?
I can't tell yet. Trying to figure it out. I think of LA as an energy hub. So
yeah, you were saying that off camera. Explain to the people that are listening what that means.
I just think that like this is where shit happens if you really want to make shit happen.
Yes.
Regardless of what capacity it's in, it's gonna happen for you. In a way. Sometimes it don't. But that's only if you don't put the work behind it.
That's true.
But, I feel like the ideals of people and aspirations of people are a little bit different now. You know what I'm saying? Like before, you'd have that person that move out to LA and not have shit and like come here on a bus.
Yeah.
And not know a soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, I ain't doing that shit.
Well, now you know people out here. You got a good base.
Yeah, I got a pretty solid base. I think so.
Yeah.
To grow.
Mm-hmm. Like if you were to move out here, you would have like a good supporting group of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is good to know
for sure.
For
future reference.
Yeah, I mean we're young, man. Like there's so much life left that we can move to Canada.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and that's what I've been thinking about too. I'm a nomad at heart. You know what I'm saying?
What's that mean?
It means I like to jump around.
Me too.
I like change. I like being in new. And plus, like, my whole life I've been like that. Like, ever since I moved out the house, I've been in a different place, like, every year, every 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Moved into different apartments, different.
Yeah.
Might move into my friend's house, or, like, they move into my house, or, like, just some shit like that.
I relate to that. Around. I'm scared of conformity.
Yeah,
Like
me
if I know what's gonna happen in 5 years, that scares me.
If I was like, yeah. You ever like, that shit does creep me out. If I can like predict shit, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
I love the fact
that
that
hurts my dating life.
yeah, me too. I got a girl back in the I already told you about this in Colorado, and she like, what are you doing? What are the plans? I'm like, I don't want to have plans. Like, I don't
want plans.
I just want to live. Like,
I
I love the fact that I don't know where I'm gonna be in 3 or 5 years. Like, that's exciting as fuck to me.
Yeah,
right?
like I think it's like I enjoy the mystery.
100%.
You know,
and maybe there'll be a day where it's like maybe you're in your 40s or 50s and you have different like priorities, and at that point you're just like, yo, I wanna just settle down. Like, that's fine.
I mean, and yeah, it's like not even it's like about that, but it's just also like I'm just focused on my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the big things for me. You know, it's my purpose. If it aligns with my purpose, I'm gonna do it.
If it's meant to be, it will.
Yeah. And you can feel it. The intuition is real. You ever just like, people just go against it. I go against mine sometimes too.
What's it like an example of that?
What, going against your intuition?
Yeah.
When you just like have this feeling like you're like, hey, are we about to pull up to such and such?
Oh yeah, I know what it means. I meant like
Yeah.
for you. Like
for me, it's like just kind of like, it's just like the human experience. Like, you know, like I feel like sometimes you're supposed to go against your intuition and know, see if it worked.
Yeah.
And not to see if it worked, but to see if your intuition really exists. You'll never know if your intuition really exists unless you test that motherfucker. And I done tested it, and it ain't tight. I'm not gonna lie. It's not fun.
Or testing your intuition?
Yeah, testing your intuition is not fun. You know. And I feel like I'm like someone who's done that to build faith in my own intuition. And now that I have faith in my own intuition, I don't like, you know, I try not to, you know, fuck with it. Like, if I'm feeling something, I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling this. This is it. Instead of like doing too much thinking.
Okay.
I feel like we think too much.
Yeah, you have to be pretty conscious too to go against your intuition. You know what I mean? Because you have to realize that, like, yo, this is what I normally do. Let me try something different this time.
But the thing is like going against your intuition be working and shit sometimes, and it be like showing you shit about yourself that you might have needed to see to change.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? That's, for me, like, if I do that, that's why I go through it. Like, you know, if I'm in a slump, you know, maybe I need, you know, and it sounds like I don't know like how to put it, but it's just like, I think of life as like, it's like complete cause and effect all the time. Like, I honestly think that like we live in like, you know, not like completely a simulation, but it's like a creation of something.
Yeah.
Something created this. Unless it's just our minds ever expanding and we created it ourselves. There's only two explanations.
So you believe in the simulation theory?
Sometimes.
It could be. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
I believe that it's whatever you believe it is.
That's
That's
true.
some real shit.
That is true.
Your mind shapes it to be what it is.
You ever heard of the butterfly effect? Seen that movie?
Yeah, I've seen the movie. I don't remember it very well.
You know what's crazy? You know how like people die unexpectedly? Like, you could be driving home and just die?
I had a friend that happened.
Yeah.
His name's Infogates. Rest in peace.
Damn, rest in peace, Infogates. That's crazy.
He was outside of the bar that we patron a lot, and just like,
for what?
passed.
Just out of natural causes? Just out of nowhere? See, that's crazy. But what I trip out on is the fact that, like, you could die doing anything. And, like, for example, like, a lot of people died driving. Like, who knows how many lives this COVID shit saved. just because of the fact that nobody was driving or nobody was out doing some random shit.
People don't think about that. You know, that's like the other side of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that people don't think about. And I think it's something to be considered. And there's going to be there's phases we have to go through for shit to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and how we think it's going to happen, or how we don't want it to happen. And it's gonna happen anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of like one of those things, you know? Like,
yeah.
To where, you know, we're in the age now to where it's like we just take shit as it comes. And, you know, we plan for our future and what we want to do and how we want to help people. But it's really hard to know what's next because we're in the infant stages of something very new.
Yeah.
You know, jobs. You know, fucking...
Man.
Everything.
Life is crazy. Life is heavy right now. Like...
I'm enjoying it, though.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm fucking with it. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too. But... none of us have ever went through anything like this before. And this is just... it's crazy to think that you're in a year that people are going to, like, study... in like hundreds and hundreds of years from now, you know? Like, we're in it right now. We're in this fucking insane time.
This is what we're meant to do. Is to be here talking about it.
You could either be scared of it or you can embrace it.
Or you can embrace it, and I've embraced it because it's something that's out of my control. And I'm not saying that like I'm out here not wearing a mask and shit like that, you know, and like just doing all kinds of shit for me to get COVID and whatnot, but
nah.
I just know that it's something that we can't do anything about it in a way, like, except for what we know we can do.
Yeah. You can't do anything but
like how it happened and where it came from and the origin of it. It almost doesn't matter where it came from.
It's here.
It's here. And we don't know how to deal with it yet. And that's what scares me the most is that, you know, as humans, we're like thought to be like, oh, we can solve every problem. We can solve all the problems. Any kind of problem, we can solve it. Not this one. Not yet.
Because nobody expected it.
Nobody expected it. It came out of nowhere. Like, oh, well, what about this?
It said, fuck your plans.
Yeah.
I'm here, bitch. Everything's canceled.
What if that was something... would you rather have taken this, or something that could do the same thing to plants?
Like some type of plant-eating virus.
That some plants withstand to, but some of them don't.
I mean, we'd be dead without plants.
Or like your food, corn.
You know what?
You know.
Yeah. I'd rather have this happen because I have like faith in how advanced we are as humans that somebody's gonna figure something out of how to deal with this in the next few years. Like, I think that I have enough faith in like humans in general that like we're the best species. Maybe not because it's aliens.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm like, huh?
Maybe not be the best species, but like it's like
there's niggas way cold.
We're advanced. Like, somebody's gonna figure this out.
There's niggas out there that can teleport.
Yeah, there's people.
Think about that, bro. Think about being able to just like, you know what I'm saying, talk without moving your mouth.
Have you heard the theory?
And somebody hear you and hear them in their mind.
Have you heard the theory of the thought that aliens are just future forms of us that are traveling back to look at us? I've heard that.
Certain aliens.
Certain aliens.
Yeah, because there's like over 30 of them motherfuckers.
But you believe that there are aliens out there, extraterrestrials?
Hell yeah, fuck yeah. There's ones that look just like us, bro.
That are just walking around?
Some of them might be.
That's scary as fuck.
You never know.
So you just walking out with an alien?
You might know one.
Facts. It might be. Look at Dom. He's like, I might be an alien.
I'm not saying I might be anything. I feel like I might have met one.
Yo,
That might have been a person.
what?
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I've met somebody that's not from the planet.
That's insane to think about.
You know, or either that, or I'm going to meet someone not from the planet.
Yeah. But it's crazy. There are people out there that don't believe that there are aliens. I think
that sucks for them.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit naive to not think that there's something out there else besides us. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not only naive, but it's inconceivable. Like, it's not possible by any mathematical equation ever created.
There's so many infinite universes.
There's infinite everything. That's the thing. There's so much. So much energy that you can't see. So much stuff. So many possibilities. Like, there would have been a different reality had I shown up here literally a minute earlier, and a minute later, and a minute later after that, and a minute later after that, and a minute later after that.
And there's a different alternate universe.
Like, if I would have chose the mango over the Modelo.
There's another universe where you did choose the mango over the Modelo.
Exactly.
There's another.
Can I get a mango?
It's the last one.
That's like, dang.
My fault. We got kombucha.
Hey, nah. That shit makes me anxious.
The kombucha?
Yeah.
It gets your energy right, bro.
No, it gets me like, it's not a bad thing. It's just I gotta
could
be
pour
ready
you up,
for it.
We got tequila. We got whiskey. I could wish you some whiskey on ice cube.
I should be good.
You should be good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll make sure it's straight. But, damn, man, we got into that alien talk. That's heavy. Shit, we're going on some good time here, so let's transition back to the music a little bit.
Yeah.
Before we get off this. So, what do you have going on in the near future? You have that new album.
I got my new project. Let's Go Outside. You know, features my homie Riley, Scotty Woo, my boy Tris, and I produced a few songs on it. And then I got the merch. That's really what I've been working on, just like my own stuff, you know, like really trying to create. I'm, you know, partnering up with some nonprofit organizations for my merch and stuff, and like, you know, get my proceeds and shit. And I mean, I'm really just trying to bring like a different experience for people, like when it comes to music, you know, when it comes to me and who I am, because there's people that I meet every day that don't know I make music. Yeah. You know, so I always try to think about it like that. I always try to think about like my life as like, you know, nobody knows what I do, you know, so I always want to let, you know, I just want to be that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh, what do you do? It's like, oh, you can go to my shit and just see, you know, my life, like, for real. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like no bullshit, fabricated bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And, you know, that this is like what we do. Like, you know, like, I just, like, that's all I've ever wanted to project. It's like, yo, like, you know, me and my homies, we do this. You know, and it's only a matter of time if it ain't right now. Okay. You know, like, that's how I go about it. You know, like, I don't think about it like, you know, I just want people to know that, like, you know, I do what I do.
You do what you do because you do what you do.
Yeah, like, and you do, and I want, like, to encourage people to do the shit that they like to do too. You know, and that's why I do it, because.
Me too.
Yeah, like, at the end of the day, it's like something we tried and we became good at.
There's plenty of shit we tried and we didn't like. We're not doing that right now.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a reason. You know, there's tons of people that fucking stop doing what they love.
Yeah,
because
scary.
They have, like, kids, or they have, like, they got married, or, like, they got, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some shit happened to them in their lives where they're just, like, they just quit doing what they love because they're like, oh, I don't got time. Like, well, I want to experiment with the life that's always got time to do what I love to do.
Yeah, I never want to look back and say, what if?
No, never.
That's scary. So this new project that you got, what is Is it kind of self-explanatory with the title of it?
Well, yeah, it's kind of like let's go outside. Let's go outside of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And kind of think with a world perspective, and a world view, and like what's good for yourself and everything around you. And like for me, it's like having an abundance mindset, and keeping good people around you, and the experiences that I've had throughout this time, with the COVID situation and previous to that. What I'm saying, there's gonna be some tracks from that I've been working on for the last couple years. Like I took like a couple years off, like not really like fucking with it, and like I was DJing for a while, and I was just doing DJing, and I was just producing for motherfuckers, and like making bangers, and like doing that. But learning all those skills brought it together for me to like now I do like my own shit. Like I can make the beat to hold it down now.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, like I made that.
Oh, you made that sick.
Yeah, like, or I can like I have like I can put two people in a room together that I feel like would be like great, and I'd not even be on the track, but I produce it, and it's like some other shit. I can think about, I can step back and think about it from like a, consumer, but also a different artist. Like I think of, DJ Me is not rap me. You know what I'm saying? Like DJ Me will sit back and listen to my mixes and be like, oh no, this need to be changed to this, and this. I can't move nothing with this, because I can think about it from a DJ perspective. Like, what would I were to play it? Where would I play this at? You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of demographic would fit for this, or like whatever. Not like I like throw those things up in the air. Like I know my demographic and where it would play and like all that shit. But that's what being a DJ taught me more. And I could spin my own shit and like figure out like what people fucked with, you know what I'm saying? And like how like, it's just a different, and then from the production aspect, like, I understand the production aspect of not wanting to work with every single rapper you encounter, you know what I'm saying? So I can understand that when I was rapping super tough, and then I hit up such and such to try to produce my project and yada yada yada, and they didn't really get back to me, or they weren't really interested in it. It's not because they don't fuck with me, it's just because it just don't align right now. Like, and that's just like, what it is. And we're still friends to this day, and it's just like, whatever. But I just know like what's, that whatever shit is gonna happen, it's just gonna happen. It's just gonna be the better road, like, and just from me doing all those things, like I can see the perspective of it, you know what I'm saying? So it just makes me really want to kick the door down even more.
Yeah, as it should. Yeah. So this project, how many tracks are on it? 12 tracks. When is it gonna come out?
31st
of July, so it's coming soon.
Yeah.
Jeez, what platforms? Apple, Spotify, everything. Is it gonna be interesting? Like, cause I feel like there's a different mindset when you roll out a new project pre-COVID versus post-COVID, right? Cause, I mean,
no,
like you can't do shows.
It is, like you can't, but it's just more like in the music. Like it's just like, all right, like put it out.
You have no reason not to. You don't have to plan anything else.
You don't have to plan anything else. You can like do like, do some videos. Fuck around and get like a good promo package together, and like you got your artwork shit, like you got everything. There's really like, I feel like the playing field's being evened out more and more every day.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter, like as long as you have like some sort of a base and your shit's good and shit works, like I've had a low-key career, but not a bad career. Yeah. It's worked for me. And I'm okay with, like, I love it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love being able to be a part of this, knowing that this is who I really am.
Mm-hmm.
Not on some, like, I'm trying to be famous type shit. I just,
And
I just make the other shit. I make shit everybody else makes. I don't do that. Like that's one thing. I'm always gonna make my own type of shit. I don't think about nothing like that. Like I think that's how everybody's being right now, because there's no like status quo anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what the next wave of music is. You ever think about that? Like, what's the next wave of music? And you thought it was about to be Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
Rest in
we
peace.
did. You heard his new album?
I haven't listened to it yet.
It's good, but yeah, no, you're right.
Like, we don't know what's gonna be next. We can't fathom the next phase of music. Like, will it go back to R&B? I don't know. Like, I feel like we've all been trying that. Like, people have been trying that. I really like the R&B shit right now.
Who are some artists?
Masego,
bro. Oh my, one of my favorites too.
Taywar.
That song he just released with Selection was fire.
Yeah. So anything really, I learned about a lot of the new wave of R&B from Selection.
Yeah, all that soul, all the new producers.
Yep.
Their roster of producers is like unfuckable.
Yeah.
Monty Booker, Sango, Abjo.
Yeah, man. Abjo's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like Abjo too. He's fire. But yeah, man, shout out to Selection one time.
Yeah, I mean, for real, like, that was my first introduction to, like when I first started really rapping. Yeah. I would get on, like, this beat website that I'm not going to name. And they had, like, all, like, beat tapes, you know, because I would listen to actual beat makers. Like, I wasn't listening to just niggas that you could buy the shit from whatever the fuck for $20 and those beats and shit like that. I was like really like listening to beat makers and shit. Like I learned about Evil Needle a long time ago. Like Evil Needle, fucking Abjo and all that. I was listening to them like 2010, 2011. You know, just like yo, what is this? And that's how. And I followed Selection literally from its beginning.
Yeah, me too. It was like they have a sound that you can't really explain to people, because I remember when I first went to like a show, I found out about them in like 2013. My homie Ricky took me, and I was just like, he's like, yo, like, want to go to this event with me? And I was like, yeah, what is it? And he's just like, I can't really like explain what it is, but it's dope. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And then I was there, and I was like, yo, there's like nothing really like this out here right now.
Nothing. Yeah.
And they started their own wave, and it's admirable for sure.
Yeah. So I've always been like kind of attracted to that.
Yeah, you have to.
And it just so happens that, like, you know, I'm out here and, you know,
they're the homies
it's
too.
It's like it's the homies. It just happened.
Yeah, it's dope. Well, shit, it sounds like you're kind of starting your own community and wave.
Yeah, out here. Yeah, try to naturally.
Mm-hmm.
You know, face to face. I love face to face, and I feel like that helps with the, you know, the internet shit. But I don't really even think about it like that. I really just think about it as like me living my life and who I encounter and who I feel, you know, I vibe with, and that's who I like to work with. You know. Yeah,
I fuck with that. Where can people find you on social media?
Dom Chronicles everything. DOMCHRONICLES. DomChronicles.com. Dom Chronicles on Twitter. Dom Chronicles on Facebook. Dom Chronicles on Instagram. Today's my birthday.
Sheesh. Spotify.
I'm faded.
Facebook. Apple.
I feel great.
Shit.
All that. Yeah, Apple. All that title. The music. I feel like it's all self-explanatory at this point.
Yeah, man, go check him out. His shit's dope, especially if
get to know me, man. Like, yeah. You know, it's more than some music shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on. You know, I'm really just trying to connect with the human race.
Can the people do that? They send you a DM.
Holla at me.
Holla at Dom, man. Hell yeah! You got any last words?
Shit, man. Meditate daily. Try your best. Try your best to, you know, be still.
Be still.
Yeah.
All right, is that it?
That's it, man.
Hell yeah!
Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God. Yeah.
remain positive too. It's hard times right now, but
You know, follow Creative Ambiance.
let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Follow Ambiance, follow Dom. Man, this was a great conversation. We appreciate you coming on. We just chilling, man. Happy birthday. And you're welcoming in a new decade of your life, and it's exciting,
I'm
man.
on the right path. I know that.
You are on the right path.
That's why I meet people like you.
Yeah, bro.
Thanks.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you coming on.
You know what I'm saying? Let's do it.
That's a wrap.
It's a
Peace.
wrap.